I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right. I want to come to y'all and talk to y'all about some things that happened to me a long time ago. When I was in my I got my home when I was 22 years old. I got my home. So I was living at my home for 10 years. I lived at my house for 30 years. I lived at my house for 30 years. And this home I had, you know, it was neighbors, live next door to me or whatever, and down the street. And my children used to have their friends come over to the house, and kick it with them. So sometimes I would, join in with the conversations with the children. We sit out there and talk to my children friends. And I didn't ever too much interact with the neighbors. It was only certain neighbors that I interact in my neighborhood. So mostly I used to just interact with the elderlies. I didn't too much interact with people my own age. I always mostly interact with the elderlies. So it was a lady that was around my age, and she had a daughter around the same age as my son. And the other lady that I knew that lived right next door to me, she had a son. She had a grandson that was the same age as my son. Okay? So, one day I seen the lady that stayed down the street from me. I seen her daughter. And her daughter was so beautiful. Oh my God. This girl was so beautiful. It was like she was not meant to be on God's green earth too long. She was too beautiful to be on God's green earth. That's how beautiful she was. She was too beautiful to be on God's green earth. When I looked at this girl and I told her, I said, "Oh my God, you are so beautiful." That's what I said to her. "You are so beautiful." And she said, "Thank you. Thank you so much." And when I looked at her, I knew she wasn't going to be here too long on God's green earth. I knew she was not going to be on God's green earth too long. Because when I looked at her, I seen the depth inside of her, but I did not bring that up to her. I just saw it because she was just too beautiful to be on God's green earth. She was just too beautiful. And when I saw the dude that she was dating, because the dude lived right next, like 2 doors down from me, and she lived like 4 doors down from me, and she was dating the dude that lived 2 doors down from me, and both of them he was very handsome and she was very beautiful. They looked like two people in the magazine, like, two people in the magazine. And I said, "Oh my God, this girl is an angel." I said, "Look, God gave this lady an angel." And I knew that her daughter was not going to be here too long because she looked too beautiful. She looked too much like an angel. She was just too beautiful. And the dude she was dating, he was very handsome. He was very, very handsome. So one day, they both had got their own place. I don't know if they moved in together or what, but I know that she was over to either to his mother house or in their own place. I'm not for sure, but I know that they was together. And then when they was together, they got into it and he killed her. The dude, her boyfriend, killed her. I don't know why he killed her, but he killed her. Because I already knew she wasn't going to be here too long when I seen her. She was too beautiful to be on God's green earth. So I knew something was going to happen, but I just didn't know when it was going to happen. But I knew she was not going to be here too long. So when I found out that he had killed her, he went to jail for life. And right now today, he's still in jail. He is still in jail for life for killing her. And I did not know, what she had on when she died. I did not know what she had on. So one day I felt her. You know how, when somebody is thinking about you so much, but you don't know why they thinking about you. But she had me on her mind even when she passed, because I had her on my mind, and I don't know why that she was always in my mind, but she was in my mind. And I just felt that I know she was going to come to me. I just felt it. I felt it deep in my soul that I know she was going to come to me. So one day I was in my home, laying in my bed, and my husband, my ex-husband, was laying right next to me. And I felt her getting ready to come because my room started vibrating. My room started expanding. And when I saw my room start expanding, it just started getting wider and wider and wider. And I'm looking around like, why is my room expanding? But my room was expanding. And I looked over at my husband, and I shook him to try to make him wake up, but he just wouldn't wake up. I kept shaking him and kept shaking him and kept shaking him, but he just would not wake up. So she walked in my room, and I'm looking dead at her. I'm looking dead at her as she walked in my room. And she must have put some kind of spell over him where he couldn't wake up, because she wanted to have a conversation with me. So she comes in my room. I'm scared now. Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared to death here. I'm scared to death. Sitting on the bed, laying in my bed, right by my ex-husband. Thank you, Father. Laying by my ex-husband. And she's sitting on my windowsill. She just sitting up there on my windowsill looking at me. And she had her head hanging down. So I'm looking at her, and I'm asking her, why are you here? Do you need my help for anything? Why are you here? So she asked me, did I have something to do with her death? And I'm telling her, I'm like, look, why would I have something to do with your death? I don't even know you. I just know you live down the street, but I don't know you. But I knew the dude that lived next door to her. Lived next door to me. I knew him, but I did not know her. So when I told her, look, I don't know nothing about what happened to you, but if you need me to help you find out, I would do that, but I don't know what happened to you. Because she probably thought that I liked her boyfriend, but her boyfriend was the same age as my son, because her boyfriend used to always speak to me all the time, and I used to speak to him all the time. So I guess she must have thought that it was something going on between me and her boyfriend. And I had to tell her, no. Your boyfriend is the same age as my son. Why would I want to deal with him? No, he's a child. No. And she just looked at me, and I looked at her, and she just walked away. She just left. She just walked away. And when she walked away, one day my daughters had their friends to come down to the house. And the girl brother was hanging with my daughter, because her brother was younger like my girls. So they used to come down there on the porch and kick it with my daughters. So one day I sat out there, and it's like the father told me to talk to him. So I did. I asked him, what happened to his sister. And he told me that the dude that she was dating killed her. And I asked him, why did he kill her? And he said it's because they thought that he thought that she was messing around on him, but she didn't look like the type of girl would do that. She didn't look like it. But that's what he thought, so he killed her. I think that some kind of demon got into his soul and made him do what he did to her. Because I don't think he even remember why he took her off the earth. I don't think he even remember why he did that. But anyway, I sat there and I talked to the child, to the little boy. So I ascribed to him what she had on. I ascribed to him to the T, the outfit that she had on. I ascribed it to him, what she died in. And I said, was that the outfit that she died in? And he told me yes. That was the outfit that she had died in, because she came to me. And I had to make sure, was that her? Because, you got to look at this. Sometimes the devil will send somebody that look like that person, and it's not that person. So when I talked to her brother and I asked him about the outfit that she had on, he told me, yeah, that's what she died in, that outfit. So I told him that she came to me. And when I told him that, he went down there and told his mother. So his mother came to me, and she talked to me, and she asked me to ascribe to her what the outfit that she had in. And I did. I ascribed to her the outfit that she had in. And she said, yes, that's what she had on when he killed her. And she said, so you really talked to my daughter? I said, yes, I really talked to her. And it was just so, surprised that she would come to me about that, which I thought she was coming to me to help her solve the case or what happened to her, but she didn't come to me for that. She come to me to find out, was I dating a man? No, I wasn't dating a man. You ain't got to worry about that. No. So, that's what I want to tell y'all. Sometimes the dead, they come to you. And when they come to you, sometimes they come to you to help them with things that they go through. Or sometimes they come to you to find out, did you have anything to do with it? Because like I keep telling y'all, the dead ain't going to let nothing ride by. They not. They're going to get their revenge. Because you know why? They don't have nothing but time. Nothing but time. They don't have nothing else to do but to walk the earth. You have some people that die just walk the earth. Just walk the earth. And they're not going to leave the earth until they get their revenge. That's just the way it is. Some of them is not going to pass on until they get their revenge. So let me tell y'all a story. When this man ended up in the jail, that girl hunted him all while he was in jail. She kept going back in that jail, torturing him for what he did to her. She kept going in that jail, torturing him. I don't know, and I can't tell y'all right now today, I don't know if that boy is still alive or what, because I know that she tortured him all while he was in jail for what he did to her. He couldn't run from her because he locked down. How you gonna run from her? So you gotta understand, the dead gonna get you. They gonna get you, and they don't care how long it takes. They're gonna get you, and when they get you, and they got what they want, then they're gonna go rest in peace. After that, they're gonna rest in peace. After they get their revenge, then they're gonna rest in peace. That's how they do. Nobody is not gonna let you take their life and just walk away freely. They're gonna get you. They're gonna hunt you until you can't take it no more. If they don't remove you off the earth, they're going to make sure that you are so messed up in the head that you can't never ever mess with nobody else. They're going to make sure that your mind is so jacked up where you will never be able to ever hurt anybody again. Sometimes they do that. Because sometimes the dead won't remove you. Sometimes they will drive you crazy till you never be able to hurt nobody else ever again. They will make sure you are locked up in an institution for the rest of your life where you never get out of there. Because you got to look at this. Sometimes the Father give the people chances to make up for what happened to them. Sometimes these people do not want to rest, and they do not want to go to the resting place until they get their revenge. Sometimes people do not want to cross over until they get their revenge. And then when they get their revenge, then they cross over. So because you have sometimes you have some stubborn spirits just will not cross over until they get the people that have done things to them. Yes, you have someone that would do that. They will not move on until they get their revenge. That's the same thing the dude did in Ghost. And in that movie in Ghost, that's the truth. That man did not move on until he got his revenge on these two men that took him off the earth. He was not going to move on until he got his revenge. And when he got his revenge, that's when he was ready to move on. So y'all got to look at that. Sometimes the Father lets the dead get their revenge, because sometimes they're not going to move on until they get their revenge. And sometimes he got to let them feel in peace before they come home, because they is not going to come home until they get what they want out of it. And then when they get what they want out of it, then they go home. So you have some ain't going to leave until they get their revenge. Yes. Because they trying to understand, why was they removed off the earth? Some people don't even know why they have passed on. Some of them don't know why. And they want to find out, why did somebody take their life when they did not do nothing wrong for them, for their life to be removed? So they not going to move until they find out, why did this person remove me? And they going to keep torturing that person until that person tells them why they removed them. And when they find out that they removed them for no reason, that's when they're going to be torturing them till they either put them in their grave or drive them crazy. Yes, that's what they do. The dead is not going to always let people walk away for what they do, especially if you remove them for no reason. They're going to get their revenge for it, and that's the way they is. That's what y'all got to look at. So y'all think that when y'all take somebody off the earth, you just going to walk freely. Not with certain people, you're not. Not with certain people, because certain people going to come back and get their revenge before they move on to the Lord. Some of them going to come back before they get their revenge. And that's what y'all got to think about. So if y'all ever see that the dead come back, they coming back to get their revenge, or they coming back to find out why you removed them. And when they find out, they not going to stop until they get you. They're either going to put you 6 feet under, or they're going to put you in an institution for the rest of your life where you never be able to torture nobody else. That's what they do. So I just wanted to talk to y'all about that, because she stayed on my mind. This girl, she stayed on my mind. And I just wanted to, hope that she hear that, that she is so beautiful. She is. She's so beautiful. She is very beautiful. And I just knew that she was not going to be on God's green earth too long, because she was just too beautiful to be on God's green earth. And I know that, like I said, that lady probably didn't even realize that God have gave her an angel. She probably thought she just had a regular child, but it was not a regular child. It was an angel. And she didn't even know she had an angel. So sometimes When the Father let you come back, is a reason for it. And it's a reason when he take you back home. That's the way y'all got to look at it. Sometimes people stay on earth for a long time. Sometimes they don't. It's a reason for everything. And that's the way y'all got to look at it. Sometimes it's a reason when the Father call you home. And sometimes it's a reason when the Father let you stay. You got to think about that. Thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you. Father love you. The Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I will be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.